Last night, our editor-in-chief, Maayan Hoffman, traveled to the north following Israel's preemptive strike against Lebanon and Hezbollah's smaller retaliatory attack. She went to capture the sights, sounds, and reactions of the people. Maayan is now joining us in the studio today to speak about her experience. Maayan, I wanted to ask you, what is the atmosphere like right now up north?
It was honestly eerily quiet throughout all the streets. I drove up there, it was towards nighttime, and nobody was out. I went into the community of Katsrin, the community that last week on Wednesday was targeted, if you remember, by dozens and dozens of rockets, many fires, direct hits. And normally when you go into the center of town in Katsrin, it's packed, full of people, pizza shops, restaurants. Nobody almost was there.
Is there any particular story that captures the attitude and the approach of the people who are in the north right now?
Well, I think what's amazing is remember that more than 60,000 Northerners are displaced. They are not living in their homes, but those that are have a fascinating story in that they are extremely resilient, Zionistic, patriotic people who believe that they need to make sure that they hold down the fort for the northern part of Israel. So I met with the mayor of Katsrin, and he said to me, Hezbollah can give as many threats as they want, and they can try, but we will fight harder. They can bomb us with rockets, but we will stay in our homes and we will build infrastructure around us to keep us safe so that we will always be able to maintain this border of the state of Israel. And I found it amazing after 11 months of war to hear that passion and that Zionism still now.
I know that there are still some residents who are even talking about returning despite the risks. So certainly that spirit is there. Was there any final sentiment or message that you gathered from speaking to the communities there?
Yeah, well, I think there were two messages that really drove home. One was to the governments of Israel, where nobody knocked the government, nobody put them down, but they said, listen, officials, we need you to fight harder for us. Get us back the security. Let our people come home. Take down Hezbollah and do what's needed. And then there was a message to the international community, which was, we don't really care what you think, which I found amazing. They said, we know all the rhetoric out there, but in the end, this is the state of Israel. This is our land, and we are going to have to do what we need to do to keep Jews safe.
Absolutely. Well, I hope that the government and the international community hears their message. Thank you for bringing that story to us today, Maayan Hoffman.